Mike O'Mara Radio Entertainment.
Today's episode of The Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our bonus packages. Please go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on the bonus banner. You'll get access to all of our bonus content, and even better, you'll be helping out TMOS. So please quit sucking, and we thank you.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's The Mike O'Mara Show.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. I have to share with you that yesterday, because we had some very, very necessary technical adjustments, we were dark yesterday, and thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. We were so prepared to come in and do a show yesterday that we actually had a barber on site that was standing by to shave Oscar's head. Now, I mistakenly assumed that because we tabled that head shaving from yesterday that it would be happening this morning, and then I realized that it's not happening this morning. So I have to bring it up because there are a lot of people.
You should,
Oscar,
and people
that are clamoring for your head, so to speak.
They want to be in the know.
Sure, in the know.
Yeah. So where do we stand with that? Is anyone there? I hesitate to ask because it's been
24
hours.
24 hours.
It's been 24 hours, but where are we? I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to ask Rob.
Okay, I'm not going to talk.
With the head shaving.
I'll be here.
We have the barber on standby. He's ready to come back at any time. He was very, very kind.
Bring him in now. Bring him in today.
Well, we can't. We need probably a couple hours notice. We don't have him in here now, but we could have him in tomorrow easily.
All right. So tomorrow is the day. We will do it officially. It's a great way for a Friday.
Big Friday show.
Oscar, I know you're dreading it now.
No. Hold on a second.
What?
If we're going by the letter of the law, I held up my end of the bargain because you guys weren't prepared to shave my head and it did not happen. Does not mean that you get a second chance at this.
Conjuring.
He's
conjuring.
Your chance.
Conjuring.
You're
conjuring.
And you know what? I did my part. I was here.
No, your part is to get your head shaved.
I talked to Alejandro. I said, hey, man, please don't cut me. Whatever you do, just don't cut me. That's all I care about. Don't cut me.
It's, what's his name? Antonio.
Same thing.
Antonio will be here tomorrow, and we can make arrangements for Antonio to be here.
Double or nothing. I will pay you $10,000 in installments because I don't have that money.
Listen, I've been doing these bets for a long time.
$10,000.
I've been doing these. All right. Why has it changed? Why has it changed? Tell me why it's changed. Because you are obviously, not want. It has to be done because the listeners will not allow.
Well, it doesn't have
to be done.
The listeners don't dictate what we do, Mike.
They care about this stuff. Why are you rebelling now all of a sudden? Why
it was highlighted to me by one of our business partners when we were at a business meeting yesterday. He said, "Thank God they didn't shave."
One of ours or one of yours?
One of ours. Don't be a dick. One of ours. When we were at a business meeting yesterday, he goes, "Thank God you didn't shave your head." Or they didn't do it today. I wasn't going to tell you what to do, but we have that big meeting next Wednesday.
You will, if you are using the big meeting excuse.
Yes.
You will always have a big meeting. So
you know what? I do always have a big meeting.
That's true.
Yeah, so that. But I think you're going to look fine. You're making me nervous now. You're stressing.
Not doing it. Saying no to it. It's my call right now. You guys had your chance yesterday. Everybody failed. You're out.
This is total conjuring.
Finished. Hello? Where's he going?
He's saying goodbye.
You're not going to do the show now? You're not even put up a fight? You're just going to walk away? Well, then. See? He had his chance. He walked away.
But you really are looking at this the wrong way.
Do you think I'm not going to shave my head?
Oscar, free haircut.
No.
It's a free haircut, man.
I already have a backup. You know who can shave my head? Leslie.
Oh, sure.
He took his ball and ran home.
He did.
This is your fearless captain, everybody.
Come on back, Mike. We need you.
Well, I mean, we could do a show. We should probably just start the show.
We can do that.
I mean, we're just stare at a screen otherwise.
Otherwise, please come back.
It's hilarious, by the way.
Okay. We'll be back in a second.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world, Hey,
Hey, you got the girl?
she's with me now, yeah?
They want me to cut ties. You gotta get rid of her.
I can't do that.
What are you telling me?
Not this one. Help me get her across, and we can decide what to do with her.
Don't put me in that situation.
If they're cutting ties, you're already in that situation. If she stays here, she'll be killed. Help me get her across.
I can't help you do that.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I'll figure it out.
Good luck.
Luck doesn't live on this side of the border.
This is Wade Byard, the Public Information Officer for Loudoun County Public Schools. The Mike O'Mara Show has decided to start now. Please make all necessary arrangements to listen. This is the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, and Oscar Santana. And now, without further delay, here's Mike O'Mara.
No, it's me. It's Rob. And Oscar's here, too.
Rob with two B's.
And welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show, a daily radio show and podcast. And thank you for being here, because the very fact that you're here shows that you are in the know.
In the know.
You can call us anytime, 1-888-920-6673. That's 920-MORE. And we are ready to take your calls. Or, you know what? Write us a letter.
Yeah.
P.O. Box 32101, Washington, D.C., 20007. This is exciting. Do you know Vanjie Williams?
Yes.
The candidate who's running for Congress in
Yes.
Virginia?
Yes.
Got a great letter from her campaign manager. I
Okay.
think his name is Joel. Yes, Joel Leonard. Do you know what they did?
What?
They bought 3 covered canopy things for their campaign events, and guess where they bought all of them?
Where?
They bought them through our Amazon page.
Perfect.
You see, Amazon is the place to get things. If you need a thing, Amazon has it, and the best way to do it is to go right through the link at the top of our page. That's the only way you can ensure that we get credit for your purchase. And it costs you nothing, but it means the world to us.
Well done.
So if you need a canopy cover for a campaign event or perhaps a summer barbecue, they're also great at the beach. Anything for your summertime fun, go to Amazon and please go through our portal, and we thank you.
Also, for perspective, hey, do me a favor, Pony, on that phone machine you have. Can you call the hot chick that ran off the court with his ball?
Please.
And see if he would like to join us on the program.
Yes.
He doesn't have to be on the show, but if he wants to be on the phone, at least we can check in with him.
Yes.
That would be great.
Pony's giving us an affirmative nod.
The shaving situation.
Yes.
If you didn't put up a fight, what fun would it be? Right?
Right.
That's the whole point.
You were conjuring, though.
Well, I mean, hello. I had foregone the fact that my head was being shaved yesterday.
Right.
I had already set up for someone to come next Tuesday.
Right.
These aren't things someone that doesn't want their head to be shaved to be done.
And Antonio's
I hate
already
to pull back the curtain.
Antonio's already confirmed. He'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's saying, come on.
Yeah, I see your point. You overbluffed him. You overplayed your hand.
But it was a bluff 3 days later.
Like one of those stale outward
You know
bluffs.
what I mean?
Yeah,
It was like
I'm with
the
it.
worst play ever. The worst. Like I gave you the the end of this movie.
Right.
You know the ending. You were spoiled 2 days ago.
Right.
And then the guy who's in the movie, the hot chick,
Right.
walks away.
Maybe it's like the movie Memento, where the ending is revealed first.
Now you're talking.
Yeah. So we'd have to start with you having no
Yes.
hair. That's how it
Now-
would have to begin.
The question is, does he really think I'm not going to shave my head?
That's hard to say. There's only one man who could answer that.
Is he on the line?
Is he on the line, Pony?
I
Give me
don't
a
know.
thumbs up.
I can't get a thumbs up, thumbs down. Is he on the line? You have to listen to the show in order to hear what we're saying in this room.
Yes.
I apologize. Pony is working on that.
We just can't call him on the phone? Oh, because the phone machine wasn't up because they're not prepared. That's the problem.
No, the phone machine is up.
No, it wasn't. It's not. I know when someone's scrambling to figure something out. So yes.
Okay.
Now you have to call him on your cell and awkwardly ask him to come back on the program.
Okie doke. I will.
Thank you.
Please. One moment.
So this is a good time to remind everyone that when you have a friend that works on Mac-rocenter and there is a friends and family discount, that friend will say, "Hey, there's a friends and family discount." His name's Mac Macintosh.
Yes, it is.
Excuse me.
Hi, Mike O'Mara. This is Rob
the hot
Spiewak
chick,
from the Mike O'Mara Show.
Did you get my text?
I did. I'm calling to tell you that he is going.
Read my text.
All right, let me read Mike's text.
Out loud?
Yes, it goes like this. Please share on the air. I will return when Oscar agrees to the head shaving.
Can you explain what just happened?
Oscar just explained on the air that he was only dragging his feet for the purpose of argument, and he always intended to shave his head.
Because I would have dragged my feet from the beginning.
He's hung up.
Mike is hung up.
Ah.
So I guess he will come back on the air now.
I would say you should call him back to confirm this is happening.
Okay.
Because that was the shortest conversation and it was really one-sided.
It was. It was.
Yes.
Ringing now.
Please.
Putting on speaker.
Hello.
He has agreed to shave his head, and we have confirmation that the barber will be here tomorrow. Won't you please come back to the show?
Yeah, so that's why I sent the text.
Yes,
but we've always agreed.
Right.
I sent the text a while ago.
I just saw it.
It takes 5 minutes for a text to get to us from you.
Pony Express texting. Thank you. Good. Thank you.
Damn it.
Damn it, indeed.
What's the point of doing bits if people are just going to go home?
There you are.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm back.
Mike,
welcome back.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait, hold on. I have to reconnect the video. Hold
okay.
On. I have to do.
We're all just waiting.
I'm sorry
for the hot
sorry.
chick.
I have to reconnect the video.
Oh.
Sorry.
Calling, answering. Are you there?
There he is.
Ah, you're back. Woo!
Hello.
Can you fix your backdrop, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And back your
Everything's
fixed
messed
drop.
up.
Yeah. We see your the bedroom, the boudoir.
Well, it's not. We really don't see the bedroom. We just see a stripe, a white stripe.
Jack Black.
Jack White.
Jack Black was not white stripe. Yes.
Yes.
That's
there you go.
Much better. Ready, camera ready.
I don't. Okay. So does that look all right? Does that look fine?
Yeah.
I thought the whole
Marvelous.
thing was messed up.
Can we go?
Hold on. Let me just turn this. Okay. All right. I've been incommunicado. What was being discussed?
The platelet. Is it the platelet? Or
It's
platelet?
A platelet would be blood. A platelet would be a small
What
plate.
about the upper platelet?
That's just an upper plate.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you start the show?
Yes, we did.
But the show continues.
But do you start where? I mean, all right. But just go ahead. What's going on?
We've done the Amazon. We've done the Amazon spot.
We've done the Amazon.
Yes. Yeah, we're good. So we're fine within the break. What I was explaining to Rob is that this was the worst work/bit ever executed on the radio because clearly I have every intention of getting my head shaved because I initially...
okay. I didn't know that.
I initially... Well, no, but if you do the math, I initially had a barber, my idea to come in. You didn't want my barber to come in, so we hired another barber.
By the way, I never didn't want your barber. I'll get whoever you want. That's fine.
No, well, it was fine, but
it was a scheduling issue. That was the reason originally.
So you guys bumped it up. I was cool with that. The guy was here yesterday.
The scheduling issue was nobody's fault. It was what happened yesterday. And then I was responding to everybody. When I came in before the show started, you said no, and then it continued on the air, and then you said not doing it, and I said that's I had no other solution other than to.
What about just to engage and fight? What about the $10,000 I don't have to bet? Like, it would have been so great for you to be like, what could I do with $10,000? He's going to be late all the time. How would you pay me? That would have been such a great conversation.
Rob, maybe you can help Oscar with the history of bets and head
You're a gambling man.
No, listen to me. This goes back. Oh, my God. This goes back to the old morning show.
Yeah, this goes back to pre-me when I was just a listener.
This goes back to these are so difficult, and I know.
The serious business of head shaving?
Yes. I perceive it the way the listeners perceive it. There is no quarter given. I have no option. This is not me as much. If it was me, if you really want to know how I feel about it personally, if it was up to me, with what you and I, the battles that you and me, and I'm talking to you, Oscar Santana, personally have fought through, and what you mean to me as a human being, and what you mean to me as a partner, as a business partner.
I love this.
No. If it was up to me,
I'm waiting for the turn.
If it was up to me, I would say,
give the guy a pass.
To use you as a stunt double, it's not.
No.
That is okay. On the other side of that is counterbalanced by what I know the listening audience absolutely demands, and they're agreeing with me right now.
They
They're all nodding their heads.
They crave it. Yes.
I'm a man of my word. I always pay my bets.
That's all I need.
Okay.
And then,
But
so,
know
yes.
this.
Yes.
At no point within this entire process until this morning did I ever even put up a fight.
Right. And then when it happened today, I was I was not prepared with anything other than a scorched earth policy.
Yeah, I was like, what
I said
just
I will
happened?
because I just wanted it to be because it
What
is-
about having fun? What
It's-
about creating together? What
the
about
fun?
saying
Let me explain what the fun is.
Yes.
The fun will be for my listeners.
Yes.
Yes.
When the
locks-
shears,
The locks hit the floor.
When the locks hit the floor, when the shears hit the forehead, that's the fun part. The fun part is not. Now listen, I have to explain once again.
Right.
We could go back and forth, but that has been done. That was done with the bet, and that was. And by the way, was it a 3 month or it was a 6 month bet?
6 month bet.
It was set to be 3 months. From
3 months. 3
April
months. That's
15th
right.
to
So it was
July
a 3-month
15th.
bet.
Right.
And so I said, no, I'm not prepared. What can I do? I was getting desperate, and I said, I have to go scorched earth. I have to
Just like
completely
your
shut
past
down.
2 marriages, you just walked away.
Yeah, but he stayed with the third one. He has stayed with the third
that
one.
is so.
God
that is
forbid
so
she doesn't do
cruel.
something she promises.
That is
Or
so
he puts
so
up a fight.
cruel.
Poor
That
Carla.
is so- why are you turning this on me?
Because I
Why are
want
you
to have
turning this-
fun with you, and you did what every little girl does, and she walked away because she wasn't playing basketball good enough, or she didn't score a goal in the game.
I did it for my listening audience.
I think it was
didn't
a.
do
You know what it
that.
was? It was a
I really
valid
did. That is
protest.
the-
It was a
that
valid
is
protest.
You
Absolute
failed
God's
them. You
honest
left them with
truth.
us.
Because I was about to take
well,
my
you
shoe.
guys have done a million shows. I wasn't going to go away
Not
for the whole
after
day.
a day that we went dark.
I left and I left a text that said I will come back to the show. I thought that text. I guess the text.
We don't
go
get
through
it for
quickly.
5 minutes.
I was going to
shut
protest
down
too,
and
Mike.
immediately text
Yeah.
you and said I will come back as soon as Oscar agrees to shave his head.
I was going to start
That's
beating
it.
my shoe
What did
on
you
the
say
counter.
after I shut down? What happened? What did I miss
assumed
that, obviously.
I assumed that you would be back because, of course, we didn't have the video, but I thought you were probably still
I have
there.
a show
Yeah.
prepared today.
Yes.
I'm very
We
much
thought you were
willing
stunting.
to
Yeah.
do this. So
Like when
And I
a
tried to
station
talk-
changes to Spanish music and then changes
We
to
go sports.
the
contemporary
only
station.
the only part that is me
Yes.
is that and this is the God's honest truth too. I didn't have it in me to have that battle. I didn't have
Mike,
it, even if it was a conjuring battle. I didn't know it was a conjuring
You are
battle.
talking to a man that's been up for roughly 24 hours.
Okay, so maybe that's why.
I slept at the station.
Okay,
so
well
if
then-
you don't have
then
it in you,
I
how
don't
the
have
hell
it
am
in
I
me.
here?
No, then we don't want to do that to
Let's
each other.
work
We don't want to do
together.
that to
No.
each other.
Let's
work
work
together.
together.
Simply agree to have that shit.
Yes,
we can move
and.
on.
Yes,
and then we can get
and.
it done. And I don't think
Yes,
you're going to look
and.
that bad.
No, I think he's
yes,
going to probably look
and.
pretty good. I think it was when I shaved my
don't-
head.
Guys, it's not
It
a
was
big
so
deal.
freeing.
I didn't make it a big deal before.
It's a great summertime
This was
haircut.
just fun.
Well, see, it goes back. This goes back to, I think, is it Janet from Another Planet?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It goes
Traffic
back
lady,
to
right?
Janet, the traffic
Downtown
lady
Julie
who,
Brown?
No, Janet from Another Planet.
Sorry.
That was a terrible day.
Yes.
because it's not something she wanted
Well,
to do.
Beth
and
Ann
then there was
messed
the
it up.
Beth Ann. Then
Oh,
there was the
gosh,
Beth
I
Ann
remember.
incident.
Yeah, but we had
And then-
successful shavings and bleachings. I mean, there were times that it
The
worked.
bleaching for me
Was the worst.
By the way, most of these have been bets I've paid. Okay. Thank you, Boston Red Sox during the 90s. Thank you,
That is a-
Boston
that
Red
is
Sox
a
during the 90s.
tough bet.
The bleaching was when Don decided that he didn't feel that my hair was blonde enough.
Yeah.
And wanted to go, and it was the last bleaching to get it just a little blonder that caused the real burning.
Yeah, I
That was
remember the
physical
pain. The pain. And I remember the smell. It smelled like the back of a department store, but also
Yeah.
your hair was so light. It
Yeah.
almost looked
It
silver. It almost
It hurt.
it was otherworldly.
Why does the back of the department store smell like bleach?
Because that's where the hairdressers are.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
it's
where
and it's
they-
not
that's where they
bleach, it's
treat
like
the,
product,
That's where they treat the hair.
Mhm. And also,
they
it was
treat
not
it.
helped by the fact that
At a department store?
there was back in the old days, if you went to Woody's or the Hecht Company, Garfinkel's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because both of us might be a tad fatigued during this process, I have to say, I can now share unequivocally with the listeners that tomorrow on the show,
Mañana.
Yes.
on our Friday
Mañana,
fest,
I'm
Fun
doing
Friday,
nada.
Yes.
as they call it, my son's preschool, Fun Friday on the show. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make you believe it. I do not personally get all that much joy out of two things on a show.
Mm-hmm.
That, I could be lying about that. Like when he shaves it, I'll probably be giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Well, it's fun.
I'll probably enjoy it.
Gonna
So I'm
be
not going to
fun.
say
It's
that.
good
That would be a
fun.
lot.
If you stay,
but
if
as
you
it
stay on
stands
there,
now,
who
it's
knows?
not something I look forward to for you.
Antonio's excited. He's just said he'll be here. He's ready to go.
Well, Antonio, because
we
we were
paid him
having all those
yesterday. We got
issues.
to pay him tomorrow again.
Right.
When we were having all those issues,
The
was
man's
Antonio
like, these guys
cool?
don't want
He
haircuts.
was absolutely
Do you
fine.
want haircuts? So you're just going to pay double for haircuts all day?
He's so tired.
He's very
He
tired.
is tired, I can tell.
He
that.
had an Inca Cola, and he was happy, and he was gone. He left his mirror, and I said, Antonio, you left
Hey,
your
can I
mirror,
ask you a
and he came
question?
back and got it.
So when I powered down up here, did it make a thump sound? Did you hear a thump sound?
No, it was
No.
just it went white.
Silence. Gone in the wind.
See, I wanted to be like, vroom. That's
Well,
it,
what I
'cause
was
heard
hoping it
this
would be
big
like,
thump.
I hope it would be like, I'm not coming back till he agrees to get his head sure.
or you mean like a breaker? A breaker?
Yeah, big Frankenstein
I'm sure we could
switch.
do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Mike,
Make it
Any
sound like
part
Dick
of you
Queasy's
did-
car.
See, if you were bluffing, then you bluffed me because I thought you were being serious. I thought you were saying,
there's
Right.
no part. I actually had a redundancy in place because one of the editors here at Podcast Village, she said, I cut my brother's hair all the time. If that guy can't come back, I could definitely just give you the buzz cut.
I have to say one thing, though. I have never seen the studio at Podcast Village look more sparkling.
It's gorgeous
and more
in here.
shiny today because we made we did our stuff yesterday, our technical work, and we matched it with an actual spring cleaning. Doesn't have anything to do with technical stuff,
Right.
But the stuff that was done additionally, it just looks sparkling.
It's
Yes.
wonderful. It's
Absolutely.
wonderful in here.
This
Wonderful.
is usually the time I'm, what is it, benevolent or what's the
Benevolent
word?
is a good
Right?
word, yeah.
Yes.
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous. When you say we, you mean me.
You cleaned it yourself?
I did everything.
Does it smell good in there? It looks like it smells good.
It does. It smells.
Yes.
It's marvelous.
Mike,
Really?
when you don't go to bed and you just focus on winning, this is what happens.
That's it. Focus. But we're very, very excited
Yes.
to with the tweaks that we've made.
Yes.
It's going to be an ongoing process.
My wife
Thank
is on
you.
the ones and twos. She's running the joystick for the cameras.
Thank you for understanding,
What is
Shannon.
ones
Thank
and
you for
twos?
joining our team. We appreciate
You are
that.
tragically
That's
white.
wonderful.
The ones and
My
twos.
pleasure.
Oh, now can the listeners hear that? when she
Absolutely,
says that?
yeah.
Can you
Mhm.
talk less,
come-
Peach?
No.
She
I
said
wanna say
two
hi to her.
words.
Women aren't meant
I will
to be on the
cut you.
radio. Whoa.
Oh dear.
I love Shannon's comedy. I do. I really. Shannon, it's good to have you on the team.
My pleasure.
I love that.
Don't
voice.
get comfy.
That's wonderful.
The weird thing, though, is, Mike, you know
It's
that control room?
fantastic. That's better than anything we could. I love the little. That's awesome.
You know the control room between the two studios. That's where Shannon is seated, and she's in there with Pony. And if I got to tell you, just between you and me, the sexual tension.
Oh, I bet.
It's
Absolutely.
just
That's it.
off the charts.
Hands off.
truly
Yeah, she's on the ones and twos.
All right, before we get started with anything, Oscar was going to mention that intern Mac is on campus today.
He's in an orange shirt.
You said something about the beginning of the show. You wanted to tell me something about Mac. What the hell did he do now? I'd love to hear it.
No, Mac. Look, Micro-Center is my go-to place for everything technical. They've
There's a
been
free plug.
They've
There
been,
you go.
they've been great to us.
And it's owned by Mike Rowe, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's no.
Welcome to Micro
Made that joke
Center.
before.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
So-
Good job.
Mac is always kind to let me know because we've had this ongoing battle of a discount, no discount.
Right.
He only he can he can only give me discounts when he's authorized to, right?
Right.
Micro Center.
So
Sorry.
he gives me.
Are you watermarking the show somehow?
I get the bat signal. The
Yes.
bat signal. Let's go. So friends and family discount. Friends and family.
Now,
right?
which are you?
I'm you know what? I'm Robin. I'm Robin because he probably sent that out to his dad and then he sent it out to me.
I
right?
see, yeah.
So I get that and I say, whoa, hey, Podcast Village friends, field trip to the Fairfax Micro-Center.
Oh, it's great. Fairfax is so great
And
this
it's
time
so
of year.
easy to get to on the weekend.
And you're constantly buying cables.
Yes.
Cables, computers had to be purchased, like big ticket items.
Mice.
Right.
I think if you put everything we purchased together just for that day, that no less than $10,000 was spent. Probably around 14 grand. Yes.
Wow.
Really?
Yes. Now I said Mac has told us that you cannot get discounts on certain computers. We understood that. They have great prices. The cables is what he gets us a discount on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told the team that I went with, I said, look, Mac is a 10, but Mac is Mac. He will Mac this up. And when I say that, is that at the end of the transaction, just when you think we're home free, he's going to do something to make you hate him.
Right.
Please continue to smile and remember, it's not his fault. He's got a black cloud over him.
Yeah, Schleprock.
We're at the checkout. There are multiple transactions being made. There is a lot of money that's being paid
Mac,
for.
are
for
you
these
excited?
goods.
Because this bodes well for you when your friends come in
Like
and
you're bringing
make all
in,
these purchases, right?
a different manager, Mike, came over, gave me his card, like they do in China, bowed to me and gave me his card. We were spending so much money, he sought me out.
Is he babbling?
No,
I'm
that's what happened.
fascinated by this bowing part.
Yes, but
Is the bowing just during friends and family?
I did not see the bowing,
Yeah.
but he's not Asian at all.
I didn't even ask that. I'm just asking if he
was-
bowed.
Okay. No,
I don't know
I don't
what's
know.
going on.
Was
Maybe he
Oscar
did.
requested to remove his shoes before entering the showroom floor?
Microcenter. So they're kissing your butt because you're buying all this stuff.
Yes,
right.
right.
Big
All right,
big
all right.
ticket
Then
items.
Then what happens?
We're at the checkout.
Mhm.
He's got to put a secret code in.
Right. To
And-
get your friends and family discount
Yes.
for all the cables.
Yes.
And stuff.
Nothing on the
$14,000
computers.
worth of
Nothing on the computers. Cables, yes, right?
Right.
Cables. Okay.
Yeah. And he disappears. He's like, I gotta go.
He goes to.
I gotta go. He ghosts us. He walks away, completely leaves the entire process.
Why
of
did you
checking
walk
out.
away, Mac?
I had a customer who needed me because I was being called, literally called like 5 times to come talk to the customer.
Why is this other customer so important?
I can't really disclose that, but it was.
Is
it's
it a
been-
lady or
it's
a
an
man?
Ongoing. It was a lady.
Oh,
but it was
it?
an ongoing.
It's the lady.
It was an ongoing.
How
thing.
about this? He had a job to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the job is to make you happy because you are friend and nearly family.
But I
So
said,
let me ask this: is this customer a bigger customer than Oscar was with his friends coming from Podcast Village at the moment?
No,
Was this customer?
isn't every customer
but
the best customer?
but I still value all our customers.
Do you value this
what they
customer?
pay.
Is she lovely?
Sure.
All right, he's not going to.
He's- you know what?
He's somehow
Well, I mean,
nervous that he's going to jeopardize. We don't need specifics.
Yeah,
So you walked away from Oscar when he
Yes.
was at the counter.
Okay, so then I look at the Podcast Village team with me. I said, this is what I was saying.
I picture Oscar with like 11 people.
Yeah.
Mostly
This
kids.
is my contact.
I said,
Mac
"Wha-
just walks away.
Yeah, so Mac walks away.
Womp,
and then,
womp.
and then I think it was Charlie from Podcast Village. He just left. I'm like, he didn't just leave.
You were there with Charlie, the Mac Daddy?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's the biggest guy. That's our landlord,
The
for
big
Christ's sake,
cheese.
Mac.
Yes.
And I said, he didn't just leave. And I saw Mac's orange shirt in the distance. And I was like, oh. Hey, I was like, remember when I told you guys that Mac's going to Mac this up? This is what's happening right now.
Let me ask you this. This is a very important
Yes.
question. So, is Mac essential to the discount at this point? Are you worried that him walking away might screw things up?
This is-
Because you'll get another slacker cashier that doesn't have any clue who you are or what the deal is.
This is how deep in the process we were. We were getting Mac's employee ID number into the computer. The transaction was already happening, and he left us with 2 digits left.
Mac, what the hell's going on? Why? Why did you do
Because
that?
every
Well-
customer is important to Mac.
Yes. Exactly.
Obviously, not every customer.
And then Charlie says, "Is he coming back?" And I said, "I don't know. He didn't say anything to me." So I'm looking at his
Yeah, that
coworker.
puts you in a situation because your crew is looking to you like you know how to fix
We
it.
were the log jam Micro-Center. Everyone's looking at us because two managers come over.
A conveyor belt filled with cable.
Oh my God!
Miles,
The
for
manager
days.
comes over, explains that Mac just walked away in the middle of this transaction. He's like, "Well, we can't do anything until he comes back." They had it. There are a lot of people that came back and tried to fix the problem, but the one guy that eventually came back, he did.
Yes.
I think 10, 15 minutes later.
15
as
minutes.
Charlie took a seat on the windowsill of Micro-Center.
Oh my God! It was that long,
Yes.
Mac. You were screwing us.
It wasn't that long. I mean, the main thing was I thought there was a discount on something that there wasn't any, and I did not know that until that moment, and that was the major.
That's
point.
not the major point. The major
that's
point is he walked away.
Well, yes, I had to help this other customer.
So why
Sometimes
did you
gotta
say
walk
the other
away.
thing was the major
Did he not-
point?
did they
No,
not-
that was the
did-
reason
Hold on,
I had to
stop
come back.
everybody. I have to ask a question. Mac, when Oscar comes in, either by himself or with an entourage in this case,
Yes.
including the Podcast Village guru, Charlie Bernie, I have to ask this question. When Charlie Bernie comes in, you got to be there.
Yeah, you
don't
do.
walk
Yeah.
away. You can walk away from Oscar all you want. You can walk away from Rob, me. Doesn't matter.
Remember that time you hid from me?
Charlie Burney? Charlie Burney comes in. Yeah, let me tell you about Charlie Burney. You do not walk away from Charlie Burney. Okay, Charlie Burney is where the bread is buttered. Do you understand that? Charlie Burney's our man. Charlie Burney's been he threw the lifeline to the Mike O'Mara show.
Yes.
And the Mike O'Mara show needed a lifeline, and he did. Charlie Burney's our landlord. Charlie Burney's the guy that's making Podcast Village something special. And your boy, the guy you're talking to right now, okay? I got an interest in working with this guy, Charlie Burney, so I just don't want you to screw it up. Do you understand me?
I understand, Mike.
Okay, very good. So my question is this, that when you thought there was a discount and there wasn't a discount, did you run away before or after that?
I ran away, or I didn't run away. I left before I found that out.
Would you like to start again with that answer?
I left before I found out.
I want to get the quote right, Mike. I have it down here. I have it down here as homina, homina, homina. Is that what he said?
So it was a 1-2 punch.
Did it all work out, Oscar? That's all I want to know. Did it all? I don't like the fact. Here's the imagery that is burning into my brain.
Burned into your brain?
Is Charlie Burney sitting on the I know what it is. I picture the strip mall. I picture sitting on the ledge of the brushed aluminum, dust covered, because he's exasperated with this process after you have sung the praises of your little orange gnome contact.
Oh, a bill of goods.
At Mac-rocenter. And now it's been. But did it all work out in the end? Was it okay?
It all worked out in the end, but there was this uttered once we jumped back in the vehicle. Charlie said, "Was it worth it?"
Oh no!
Yeah, that answers. That's all I need. Sorry, Charlie.
And I said,
Busy
"Well, I
man.
told you he'd mac this up, but look how much we saved."
Yeah. Let me explain to you, Charlie Burney. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy we're talking about. I came to Washington. Okay. You know I never come to Washington.
You hate this city. You hate this city.
I never. I came to meet with that guy.
Yeah.
All right. And let me explain. Okay. He walked in. I'll just give you a brief synopsis of how the conversation went on his end and how it went on my end. Okay.
Right.
This is Charlie. Charlie walks in. Mike is sitting there. All right. Mike stands up to say hi. Charlie says, "Hi, I'm Charlie Burney. This is my end." You understand that, Mac?
Understood.
Hey, Mike, can I ask a scenario that could have happened? Just, a possible scenario. Let's say you came into town to meet Charlie Burney. And you meet at Podcast Village and everything has been arranged. There's a finite number of moments that you two can cross paths, and you come in and the meeting is arranged, and Charlie moves his schedule and you move your schedule, and you come in and Charlie says, "Hi, Mike O'Mara, it's a pleasure to meet you," and then you walk away.
Yeah. See, that would never happen.
Would that ever happen, Mac? Would it be rude?
It would.
Would it be a tremendous disservice?
It would.
To our angel, Charlie Burney?
To Charlie Angel.
Charlie Angel.
Charlie Angel.
That's
Charlie
right.
Angel.
Jesus
Charlie Angel. That'll be his new nickname.
There was a big win here.
Okay.
As my wife, who was with us in the car, said, "It was worth it. I got Airheads."
One of the worst candies ever. It's a horrible candy.
And she holds them up and says, "Do you want an Airhead?"
We will always be pathetic. We will always be pathetic. That's the way that goes. Jesus.
Hey, I'm not pathetic.
You worked it.
Hey, Peach. Talk when talked to.
Oh, God, she's a voice in her head. Shannon, I didn't mean you were pathetic. I'm very, very sorry. May I say also, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Aren't you reminded of when Bill Wendell used to come on?
Is just the new element to the show.
Like when Bill Wendell would talk to Letterman from the booth? Yeah, that's what I'm reminded of. I love it.
Only sweeter.
Very sweet.
We're going to take a break, and we will come back with more fun and more thrills. I want to talk about trash.
Good.
I want to talk about refuse when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hi, this is Grace the intern. Recently, I've become an aunt, and to be honest, babies are a bit difficult, but I've learned something while rocking a crying baby back and forth. I've found that all babies are instantly soothed by listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Plus, studies show that the Mike O'Mara bonus show will raise their IQ more than listening to Mozart. And don't worry about the swearing, babies are too young to talk anyhow. So if you want a happy, intelligent infant unlike any other, subscribe to the bonus show package and listen as your baby coos with delight at the show's hilarious extra content. Who wouldn't want their baby growing up with such educational audio? Just click the bonus show banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
I love that.
That's her
awesome.
first effort. Doesn't she have a marvelous voice?
She's
Love
got
her
great,
voice.
Great writing. I love that. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back. Our segment brought to you by Cornerstone First Financial. A message from Cornerstone First Financial. The housing market is heating up like the summertime weather. Rates continue to rise, and the Fed has announced 5 more rate hikes in the next 2 years. Scary. You got to lock in now while rates are still super low, and you can get cash out for any reason. Great for debt consolidation, a divorce buyout, eliminating PMI, home improvement, anything you want.
Anything.
Cornerstone First Financial is a direct lender with their own money and the ability to meet any competitor's estimate. How? Cornerstone has a certain amount that they have to clear off their warehouse line each month. They do this by offering the absolute lowest rates, whether it's a purchase, a refi, or debt consolidation. Plus, you can get pre-approved before you work with an agent. That is huge, and they're great at it at Cornerstone. So you know what you qualify for, just like so many TMOS listeners have done before. I promise you, Cornerstone First Financial will give you sound advice if you're out there and you're saying, hey, it's time. I got to get this money. I got to buy this house. Click their banner on our website or call Cornerstone First Financial, 202-625-1221. Mention TMOS and receive a free appraisal at closing. Personal attention from application to closing. Licensed in Maryland, D.C., Virginia, Florida, and Colorado. Don't wait. Now is the time to call Cornerstone First Financial. Okay, we've been dancing around up here between my family home and this house. This is the way they do trash up here in the great state, not the great state of Maine. This is our area here. This is the way trash is done, and I wonder whether anybody's ever had experience with this. I always thought of trash in 2 ways. It's done by, say, the county, or it's done by a contracted
service that you perhaps hire on a house-by-house basis.
Or
up here,
like a man or woman with loose morals.
Different kind of trash.
This goes back to maybe when I was a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old. And I was standing on the end of my driveway in Glastonbury, Connecticut, a little wide-eyed, adorable child.
A gifted child.
A savant. Wolfgang Amadeus O'Mara.
Were you working on your rock impression?
No, I was writing a symphony. And
he was writing it on a window pane. Yes.
My mom allowed me to go out and play in the dirt in the yard where I would write mathematical equations at 5. I was a prodigy.
In your knee pants?
In my knee pants with my bow tie.
But no shirt.
Young Michael.
What am I talking about? No, I think I was wearing cowboy boots, and jeans. And it was a big deal, like my little soon-to-be 5-year-old.
Yeah.
By the way, next week he's 5.
Yeah, I know.
Time does fly, and I'm still alive. And so anyway,
better than ever.
The trash truck came down. It's a big deal. It's a big, noisy truck. I'm in a semi-rural area out there. We don't get big, noisy trucks very often. And he comes up, and he is down. As a matter of fact, it wasn't in front of my driveway. It was in front of the Kelly's driveway. I was down on the main street. And he comes up, and he's putting his trash back in, dumping it into the back of his truck. And I walked up, and I waved, and I said, "Hi, Mr. Garbage Man."
That's
and
sweet.
He looked at me. I remember, big guy, crew cut. And he said, "The name's Ellis Incorporated. Can't you read, kid?" And slammed the door and moved on. And I was, and my reaction, I was in there going, I was trying. By the way, when you're that young,
it's PTSD stuff.
I'm 59 and I still remember it. I remember how freaked out I was that this grown-up was mean to me. But then again, he's doing a tough
bully.
job.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I thought you were going to say, he's like, it's waste management engineer.
No. Ellis Incorporated. Can't you read, kid?
What he should have said is, do you have a resume?
But how would you say, "Hi, Mr. Ellis Incorporated"? Man, like how
I
do
said,
you?
"Hi, Mr. Garvey." I was a little kid.
How else would you? His retort to you doesn't make sense to me.
Well, because
I've been
you know
a little
what?
Obsessed. Yes.
He is probably having a bad day, to say the very least, and it maybe got the best. And he probably his baseline probably wasn't that great anyway.
You don't bully a 5-year-old. You're a hero to a 5-year-old.
That's true.
It's tough, honest work, and I certainly didn't mean anything by it. And he moved on. So since then, maybe I've been a little obsessed with trash collection.
Yeah.
I always find it, as something that those guys work their asses off. And if you ever were to get behind a trash truck and you're following it, those guys are busting their chops. Now, I also, because my little guy loves trash trucks, I've watched a lot of videos where there are so many municipalities now where these things are so automated, where there's a guy that's got a lever in a truck and he's got
like
the
Transformers.
automatic things that he just like that. But there's still, the bulk of them, I think, are still guys getting their hands dirty, throwing stuff
in
under the
DC.
truck.
It's old school.
Yeah.
Like
They're
guys.
picking up like Oscar the Grouch trash cans.
Yeah.
It's you go out to like Fairfax County where you're issued like a container.
A special
fits,
container
and
that
it
has
fits
the
on a
link to the
lift.
machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you know what's a nice move? Just being a decent human being. If you're in the city,
yeah.
If it's hot outside and you got maybe 2 minutes to spare, make the 2 minutes. Get them a water. Get them a water.
I've done it.
All that stuff works. That works. And as far as that advice, I think it's wonderful advice. Just haven't had the time. Anyway, so moving right along.
He's very busy with his equations.
Well,
that hasn't stopped.
Yeah, what? Someone's got to do the long rhythm.
Yeah.
Logarithm.
Damn it.
Logarithm.
Didn't have time to make the lemonade.
Show title.
Hey, you know what?
So-
That's kind of like the opposite of fixing the printer. I didn't have time to make the lemonade.
Up here, I don't know if it's done like this anywhere else. Up here, the way the trash works is we have to drive down to the town hall, and we have to buy stickers.
I remember
Pink
this.
Stickers.
Yes.
And it's a pain in the ass, and every single trash bag, it can be a big trash bag, but they have to be black trash bags, which, by the way, you can put all your little trash bags into.
Right.
And then on each bag, you have to put a sticker, a pink sticker on it. And if you don't put a stink
picker?
If you don't put a stink picker on your bag, they won't take your trash. And I'm curious whether that's up here. Now, when you think about it, and you think about revenue, and you think about the way it's done, it's probably not a bad way to be efficient with the trash. But I have never seen it anywhere else.
Are you limited to how many you can buy?
No, I don't think
and
so at all.
how much is a pink sticker?
I bought for $19, and I think it was 75 cents.
Yeah,
I got 13 stickers.
So they're about $1.15
about
each.
about a little over $1 a sticker.
Now the thing is, I remember that
every trash bag is $1.
I remember when we were up and you let us stay at your family's house that I was taking trash out, and you were explaining the system
had
to me.
Some extra stickers.
Yeah, and it was like a big deal.
It's always the sticker dance, but I'm curious whether anybody
I've
else
never
in
seen
the
it
country
anywhere else
has that, because if you think about it as far as a revenue way and as far as being efficient, it really makes you more efficient with your trash because you just want to throw anything in a barrel, and you have to put everything, and it makes it. I think they're hauling it. Yes,
but
go
as
ahead.
far as supply and demand, because it's seasonal, that means that the cost is they're trying to control as much cost as possible, right? If people are buying the bags, they're buying the stickers, they can keep track of the amount of stickers that are being sold. So then that would allot for how many times people have to pick up. So it goes both ways. Right?
I doubt they're doing any accounting on the other side, though. It's like it's not like stamp collectors.
While this is new news and old news to us, what has not been discussed is what I smell is a business opportunity. This is a great summer gig for anybody, maybe little Michael as he gets older, is to be he'll run to you could drive him there and show him how to run a little business where there is a service fee for you to get the stickers. And then
let me tell you why that doesn't work. Let me tell you why that doesn't work. It's too small. It's too small up here. I literally could walk to the town hall. Everybody could walk to the town hall.
Why are you bitching about it then?
We're talking within 2 months. Because the idea of prepping the trash, it's not the act of getting the stickers from the town hall.
It's not painful.
It's not painful, but is it a minor hassle? Yeah.
Is it worth
but it's also
worth an extra $1 of your time?
It's always in the back of your mind that you can't just throw something in a trash barrel because everything has to be bagged and tagged.
Yeah, you can't.
Like a corpse.
Let's get him through his lemonade stand.
He could be a sticker
kid.
No.
And by the way, how much we're going to have he's going to have a lemonade stand this summer.
Okay.
Lemonade and stickers.
At a premium. $5 a sticker.
$5. You throw in the lemonade for free added value. It seems like a steal.
Hello, my name is Little Michael O'Mara. For our preferred customers, stickers.
He sells me so well on stuff that Right now, I'm trying to focus on the show, but I am picturing Michael with a big, jug of lemonade, and next to it are these little pink stickers. You go, by the way, it costs you $1.25. You know, he makes like 10 cents a sticker.
Yeah.
With that, no. How much should I have him charge per glass of lemonade?
50 cents.
50 cents.
Oh,
Got it.
no. 50
What?
cents screams of zero quality. $1 says someone spent some time on that lemonade.
50 cents says the customer's coming back because this is some
Nobody
great lemonade.
carries coins. They'll have
can't
cash
charge.
on them.
But you see, here's why you're mistaken. The best thing in the world is someone who doesn't carry change, because then they say, keep it.
I have to defer to my retail friend, Mr. Spivak.
Why do you think that,
That is
the Italian
absolutely
Ice,
true.
when Julia sold Italian Ice, it was always priced at $4?
What about, then we should go with that model. $3.25 a cup. You get a 5-spot.
But here's another thing, Mike.
$3.25.
Once you've got the customer,
because it's got vodka in it.
And,
Don't let
and
go,
you get
though.
a trash sticker with it.
I think he's off base with the stickers. But I will say this, you must have a small baked good as well, because you can really upsell once they're there, especially if they bring a kid. And go cheap. Here's something that you should do. Rice Krispie treats.
You've done this before.
I've helped my kids do it before. I had a real stand. I was selling produce. Okay, I couldn't mess with lemonade. We had tomatoes.
Make the inexpensive Rice Krispie treats to go along with the lemonade.
Yes, and the
things.
Rice Krispie treats, $1.
Two more things.
$1.
Not that you have to make or sell, because you probably have them around. You need to project a family in need. You need Carla with cleavage, and you need you with an oxygen tank.
Could you put a little dirt?
I'll bring my CPAP mask down like that.
And rub a little dirt on his
that would
face.
Be a good image. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll show you me at the stand.
And
there are advantages from doing the show in one's bedroom.
Absolutely. So, and what is it Adirondack?
Adirondack chair.
I cannot speak English today, or any day for that matter.
Tomorrow, a better day, though.
A better day tomorrow with sleep. So imagine him just laying back.
But it can't be an Adirondack chair because they're too expensive. What it has to be is like
They come over to my kids' lemonade stand. They walk up there, and I look at them, and I go, "Thanks so much. Thank you."
And Mike,
thanks so much for helping him. It means so much to my family.
You're sitting in a folding lawn chair, the kind that is like ribbons, you know, the kind, the cheapest. Yeah, like you would buy it like Dart Drug back in the day. And you're sitting in the chair, and then
You're so generous. And I'll have my eyes like this. You're so generous.
Did you pick up
Thank
a
you.
trash sticker?
We have extra trash stickers because we don't generate enough trash. We can't afford food.
No, I'm doing this to teach him a little entrepreneurship. Look, it's summertime. We got a great location. We're gonna have him out on the street.
Do you have a
doing that.
square?
We'll be up on the porch.
Are you taking credit?
As far as what?
The thing that plugs into your phone.
That is next level. And I've seen some of the industrious homeless people in this wonderful city of Washington, D.C. do this to me.
Mm-hmm.
I have not given them my card. Now, I might now with the chip and pin because the actual chip is more secure.
Right.
But I've always said, don't have cash on me, which is true.
Yeah.
If I
For
don't
a
have
credit
cash.
card?
Yeah.
And
No
I
cash
kid you
only.
not, 2 guys.
They even do it at the school,
2
Mike.
guys have been like, I got a square
You mean
God.
to swipe?
to donate to the cause.
Oh, not
So these aren't like hobos. These
They
are people.
are hobos.
They're hobos, Mike.
2 hobos,
They're
2
urchins.
squares.
2 hobos.
No.
But
No,
that
there'll be
is-
family members that'll be coming by.
Okay.
So I don't want to do
Oh,
that.
if
By
you
the
have
way,
a
the
family member.
members- Oh, we'll have family members coming. You know what they'll say? Not today. Anyway, that's it.
I was
Thank
going to
you.
say what you could do. Get Cousin Teddy to hang out and spin an arrow. You know, like they do for real estate?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lemonade.
Sign spinner. Love it.
That's going to happen maybe next week. We're going to do that.
I can't wait.
It'll be
I can't
something
wait.
fun to do.
That's gonna be
We'll
fun.
take a break, come back with more fun and more thrills. You are listening to The Mike O'Mara Show.
More network traffic on the 3s. In the district, Wisconsin Avenue, just a little south of 37th Avenue Northwest, there's a multi-car accident tying up traffic in both directions. A vehicle exiting the CVS lost control on a pile of excrement and slid into oncoming traffic. In Maryland, expect delays on the Orange Line between Landover and New Carrollton. A sugar glider is loose on the tracks, and Metro Police are trying to catch it. In Northern Virginia, police are investigating a pedestrian hit and run on Nutley Street near Lee Highway. Fairfax County Police Police are currently cleaning up pieces of orange jacket. Northbound 234 near Route 28 Manassas is closed as police scramble to clean up some used tires. Just go to MichaelMarashow.com, click on the Amazon portal, and start shopping. From the More Network Traffic Center, I'm Johnny Marburg.
Johnny Marburg. Thanks a lot. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Blue Apron. Try this idea on for size. Skip meal planning, the boring part, and get straight to cooking, the fun part, with Blue Apron. Enjoy delicious summer meals that are great on the grill. Blue Apron is the best. Dinner tastes better while you enjoy warm weather and perfect grill marks. With incredible ingredients and chef-designed recipes, Blue Apron lets you see the power of what food can do. Carla loves to cook it. When we get our Blue Apron, it's always a special day. I love it. Blue Apron is my favorite. Blue Apron delivers fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes right to your door for amazing deals, all in under 45 minutes. How about some honey chipotle glazed chicken with poblano and lime rice? Hello!
Hello!
Amazing on the grill. Or sweet chili beef. Sweet chili beef. That used to be my DJ.
I remember.
Yeah. How you doing? It's sweet chili beef. Hope you're getting through this hot summer day. Sweet chili beef with you. Sweet chili beef and vegetable stir fry with garlic rice. Hi there.
Garlic.
Plus, Blue Apron sends only non-GMO ingredients. That's genetically modified.
That's right, Mike.
And meat with no added hormones, so you won't have your steak, and then 3 days later, you're turning into something else.
Right. Am I right? Don't you hate that?
Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/TMOS. Don't attempt comedy during commercials, because then you edit yourself and it sounds really, really unprofessional.
Stilted.
That's blueapron.com/TMOS to get 3 meals free. Blue Apron is a better way to cook. I told myself a very funny joke during the Blue Apron commercial, but was not able to share it because we have to be have a modicum of political
Someday will you share the inner monologue with us at another time?
On this week's bonus show, I will share the monologue.
I'm jotting it down.
Non-GMO and no added hormones, because I will share that line that I wanted to scream.
Right.
Because it only would have worked if I screamed.
Oh, really? A scream?
You're front selling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I so want to do it right now.
Well,
I
Mike,
really do.
if
you want to text it to me?
If you tell him now, then there's an issue.
All right, I'm going to text.
He's going to text me the line.
Front sell. You can't.
And I will not.
Can't spill the beans.
I will not spill
Hold
the
on,
but I know what happens here. I have the same thing. A lot of times you guys will give me the business when I do a really lousy pun on the show.
Yes.
But I know that if I don't say it, my head's going to explode.
So
I got to get it out.
Yeah. So I just
I'll get it in about 10 minutes.
This text don't come there it is.
And I don't know, Mike.
All right,
I
let me
think
see it.
More
Let me
of
see it.
More of a
Fine.
yell than a scream. I think yelling would be better on that delivery.
Yeah, Tommy said. So, something about hormones.
Yeah. Say no more. Say no more.
Say no more.
Oh, I can't wait for the bonus show.
I have
Bonus.
I've been talking about Pandora. Pandora chews up all your your
data.
Your data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta. I was coming halfway to Bangor from Bangor, and I was listening to my new Pandora station.
What station are you listening to?
I was going to recommend it, but then I realized that I burned on it after 2 days, like everything else. I wrote it down. It's laid back beach music.
Oh, like yacht rock or
no? This would be probably like
dun 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 dun.
Oh, like you would hear
so
at Secrets.
Happy, yeah. But then it had a burn factor like you wouldn't believe.
I hate that kind of music. Hate that kind of music.
You
Don't
do?
worry.
I do. Like
Be
yes.
happy.
It was so great on vacation, sitting on the porch and having a beer.
Yeah.
It was fantastic as I was drinking my new favorite flavor from the Sea Dog Brewing Company. It sounds seriously like something that you would see that was made out in Canoga Park, California. Yeah, Mike, Daddy's on the porch having his monkey fist. That's the name.
Oh, I've heard of that.
That's the name of it.
Sounds
it's
aggressive.
tasty. Oh, it's tasty. Got a high ABV. Monkey fist from the Sea Dog Brewery. Give it a try. I think you'll like it. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
find this
very,
monotonous.
above a 5.4. What are you at? 7 ABV?
Oh yeah, it was like a 6. I think.
6.
It was a
Wow.
6 will rock. you.
That's good night
6.
nurse time.
Yes.
To me, and this is not my inner alcoholic talking.
Yes.
I am not. But the ABV, the higher alcohol content, to me, gives. Rob's like playing clips from the station right now. The higher ABV gives it a better flavor profile. Would that be accurate?
Well,
at all?
for
Maybe?
someone like you or me, Mike, that means it's getting closer to what we really love, which is vodka.
Vodka. Okay, so
But I
like
like to taste the alcohol in it.
Yeah, I do. It's good.
Sometimes not. You know what? I bought a 12 of one of my college beers. High school, I almost said. Not true. One of my college beers was Rolling Rock. I drank a lot of Rolling Rock in college because it was.
It's like water.
It is like water.
Yes.
But you know what? During the day in the summertime, if you're not looking
Refreshing.
if you're not looking to get hammered, it's almost like an American version of what they have in Germany, which is called a Kolsch, which is a lower ABV that they drink during the day.
Hi, welcome to Kolsch Beer. Welcome to the Kolsch Brewery.
Sorry
We
about
give
the
you
World
big tour.
Cup,
Yeah,
Kolsch.
No,
there
when we went to Germany some years ago, we were talking with a German guy, and he says, "Well, for your lunch, you must have a Kolsch. A Kolsch will not get you
I'm texting, by the
inebriated."
way, as we're having this discussion, I'm texting my 21-year-old, who is now in her, this is her first, second day of her 21st year. So
Probably second hangover.
Any word from her on her day of birth? Because you called her day before.
I called her yesterday.
Did you get through?
Yeah, I did, and
Good.
she was happy about that.
How much lavender did you drink?
You don't drink lavender. You don't smell it, son. You eat it.
Well, do you eat it or you turn it into soap or something?
You make it into soap. What it is
You put it on a windowsill to keep away the scorpions.
I'm asking her if we can call her. I'm just.
I do love when you have the stuff on the windowsill. Lavender is a great smell.
Yeah, it's really big in Italian villas.
Is it?
Yeah, because apparently they have in the south of France they have, or in southern Italy they have a ton of scorpions.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a natural
text her, it
bug.
is 10:09 a.m.
Yes.
the day after.
Can you
her
talk to your
birthday.
daughter after the show? We're doing a show.
Well, I want to put her on the show. I want to put her on the
book
show.
her before. We got a producer here.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say she's not answering because I figured I didn't think about this because I figured at 10 a.m. and as we tape this right now, it is currently 10:10 a.m. and
Probably
she is
sleeping.
not available.
Maybe the lavender is serving as a repellent for her parents.
Some Z's.
Sucking down, sawing some logs.
If she writes back, I'm working again, I'm going to die laughing.
If she was working after her 21st birthday party, I would be very, very happy.
Yes.
So she's obviously.
I'm working.
And isn't she putting together a road trip with one of her good friends?
What do you do?
She's coming up the second week in August. She's going to be
okay.
up here in the great state of Maine visiting her dad, and I'm looking forward to that. But,
Ask her to bring some pink stickers because, more people, more trash. And
Tell
that's
her
the
about
song
the-
they play on your
the-
Pandora station,
The
by the way.
lemonade stand.
Yes.
I burned on it, by the way. That second song, dun, 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 that one was the perfect. So that's what was on there. And a lot of like Nora Jones. And I'm sitting there, and it's kind of 85 degrees
gorgeous.
warm for up here.
Man.
And I'm saying,
It is exactly, to me, background music. There's nothing you can sink your teeth into. You might as well be playing white noise.
What would you
Maybe sometimes.
What would you rather want, though?
I would rather hear more of an upbeat oldies station. Like the Beach Boys and summertime rock and roll like that. Something
I
that
like
you can recognize.
Latin pop hits. If I'm really feeling like I'm with my family, we're hanging out, and I could hide as many mixed drinks as possible from them.
You're sitting there on the porch. It's very mellow, and Rob wants to put on something really cool. Hey, everybody! Yeah! How you doing? Yes, sir. All right, what a fantastic summer day! I got my Beck's beer. That green bottle turns me on. Oh boy, we're having a good time, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing quite like it. Yes, sir. A little Beck's. Little light potato chips. No, I'm off of those. That's right. I think I'll have a pear. Whatever I have to eat, it doesn't matter anyway. Hope you're having a good time, too. And no laid-back beach music for me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want beach music. I want Rod Stewart and Faces from the 1970s, one of the great rock and roll bands of all time. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Listen to this great rock and roll. Yes, sir, Rod Stewart, Ron Wood on guitar. What a band it was. This is back before he was something really, really big, and he was singing standards right after he was a grave digger. WAVA.
See, that makes me smile. Meanwhile, Oscar's on the porch with his family, and this is what they've got.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
This isn't even Latin.
Tatiana, Jose, Esmeralda, Mommy, Papi, having a fantastic time.
3, 4, 5, everybody in the car.
Louis Vega.
Louis it is.
Louis, is it Louis Vega?
No, it's Lou Vega, but you call him Louis.
Louis, your friends.
Louis Vega.
Actually, you know what? I would take this over Bob Marley, I think.
And this song holds up.
It kind of does.
I wanted to hate it, but I like it still.
July 1999. It was a summertime
Man.
record, yeah. It's almost 20 years
What was
ago.
I doing?
Oh, now you're talking.
Hey, everybody. Hi, cousins. Hi, sister. Hi, family members. Having a good time? Yeah, I thought this would be appropriate. Why are you looking at me weird? I'm enjoying a beer, having some music.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood.
Fantastic if for one reason or another your family's over,
right,
and then you convince them that you got into a hip hop Pandora station. And you're just rocking out there with Carla, and it's all just hardcore hip hop.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Because if anybody could sell, you're like, hey, we're doing this thing on the show that we all have to recommend
Expand?
a Pandora station,
Yeah.
and I'm really liking this Shade 45 on Sirius. Like, this is really great.
Or you could go to
I'd rather-
Carla and
yes, go
say,
ahead, yes.
you know what's really great, Carla? I know we're playing this Bob Marley, but you know I could really Drake. Need me some Drake right about now.
I'd rather put on my oldies station. I really would. Hi, everybody. No, I don't like that. How about this one? This is an oldie big.
Oh, thank you.
This is born on the 4th of July.
Have another drink.
I've been away from you a long time.
I'm not going to play that.
I never thought I'd miss you so.
Okay, don't sing lyrics. We have to take a break. We will come back with news you may not need. Yes, the freshest news from yesterday.
George
that you
Clooney's
could ever
alive.
hear.
He lives.
That's right. We'll update you on Clooney right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Yes, but as a known fact.
Oh, it's Paulie from Brooklyn. Now, all of us P1s listen to the Mike O'Mara Show on iTunes, Spotify, and through the PlayerPod TMOS app. But guess what? You can now watch the boys on YouTube. That's right. See Mike do his famous impressions. Robert 2B's crack up on Mike reads his bonus show copy. Catch Oscar Santana try not to make a bitching resting face. So now this is what you got to do.
Bitching resting
Click the
face.
subscribe channel and the bell next to it so you get notified when the show is live. Now you P1s go out and tell your other Goombas to do the same thing. Now that we got that out of the way, let's return to the boss of bosses, Mike O'Mara.
Thank you, Paulie. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Fixed. When your car's check engine light comes on, you panic, right?
Yes.
Everybody does, because you don't know if it's simple maintenance or something more serious. Let me show you what I got here.
Okay.
You're going to like this. This is a brand new product that we're telling you about. It's called Fixed.
Yes.
It's wonderful. That's Fixd. Fixed is like a health monitor for your car. It's smaller than the box. It's this tiny little thing that you put into your car, and you plug it in, and it alerts you to over 7,000 potential issues that you never have to wonder or guess about. Imagine telling the mechanic what to do instead of walking in. Imagine walking in with that product knowledge.
It's so great.
Telling him.
So great.
And, and there's still hinky mechanics out there. You can help with them, too. Fixed is like a health monitor for your car. It connects to the free Fixed app on your smartphone, scans your car for problems, and tells you what's wrong with your car. It can save you thousands in unnecessary car repairs and hours waiting around at a dealership. Fix can be installed in seconds. By the way, it's less than that. It's like 1 second.
1 second.
Zach put it in his truck. I was sitting there with him. He loved it. It's on any gasoline car made after 1996. Anyone can do this. No tools are required. We've all installed it, and we love it. Return within 30 days for a full refund if you're not delighted. Save money, time, and anxiety. Get Fixed today. Right now, you can get Fixed for as low as $39 each. Plus, our listeners will get an additional 10% off when you enter the promo code TMOS at www.listentomycar.com. That's listentomycar.com and enter the promo code TMOS for an additional 10% off the already discounted price. And we thank the people at Fixed.
News!
George Clooney was in a scooter accident the other day in Italy. This was all over viral videos everywhere about this happening. He really got whacked.
Grainy,
It was scary to
grainy
watch.
video. Whoa. Grainy throat.
Security camera got it. Sounds like he's very, very lucky he wasn't killed. And
Yeah.
This is serious. An Italian website posted surveillance video of the crash. It looked really bad. George was on the Italian island of Sardinia. I used to hang out with a couple of guys at AU that were Sardinian soccer players.
Really?
Yeah. He's filming the Hulu miniseries adaptation of the novel Catch-22. He was riding the scooter to the set when a car cut him off and they collided. TMZ says he was doing about 60, and after impact, he was thrown from his bike and his helmet struck the car's windshield, causing it to shatter.
Wow.
It's unclear whether he was still wearing the helmet when it broke or if it had fallen off. Sources say George was hurled about 20 feet in the air. I saw the video. Hard to tell, but yeah, it kind of looks right. He actually flew over the car that he hit. TMZ says George Rep has confirmed these details. In any event, he was rushed to the hospital, treated, released within several hours, underwent a CAT scan as a precaution, but apparently he was fortunate enough to walk away with just scrapes and bruises. Amazing to see that was
Mike,
happening.
remember the times you used to roll around Florida with no helmet because you want to feel the breeze?
Yeah, you're right. I'd be dead in a situation like that.
Yeah, but at least, but the thing about is Florida, they don't have Italian drivers. Those guys are crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Kevin Hart and Mike Epps have had their issues, but they were supposedly squashed last year. It's back on after Mike Epps posted a picture of himself with Eddie Murphy because someone commented, quote, "Eddie Murphy is funnier than Kevin Hart still." And Epps replied, quote, "Everybody is."
Oh.
I'm on Team Epps on this.
Yeah.
I've never thought Kevin Hart is funny.
Really?
Kevin found out about it and said, quote, "It's a shame that everybody isn't selling tickets like me, though." See, the thing about Kevin Hart is so, on the ticket selling scale above Mike Epps, but as soon as you start talking about it, it just diminishes you.
Well,
That's
you
the way I
diminish
look
yourself
at it.
when you entertain a comment like that. When you
Yeah,
fall into that trap, there's
Like
no
you're
way you
selling
can.
out stadiums.
You can't win it. You can't win that
Kevin
one.
called Mike Epps a sad individual and Mr. Bitter, saying he tried numerous times to reach out and squash their beef. Then he said, quote, "When will you realize that my success has nothing to do with you or your journey? Unlike you, I want to see you win. I'm actually a fan, champ." No, you're not a fan when you say champ.
Oh,
You didn't say that.
That's right. I really like you, Tiger.
He added, quote, "While you worry about this grown little man, please know and understand that all I am worried about is success," in capital letters. He's got the little guy syndrome.
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot of
He
that
just can't
going
do
on.
it.
Yeah.
Then Epps responded, quote, "You still starving to be a victim. Here you go as usual, trying to show the world how great you are because people pick on you." This was such a great fight.
This
I'm
is
sure
a good
all of it.
beef.
I've been doing this stuff for 25 plus years, Mr. Victim. Don't get too cute, little brother. Epps is more in his face. Then Epps tried to downplay the whole thing. See, there's the saying, quote, "And for everybody reading this, me and Kevin been knowing each other too long, so this is not a beef. If it was, I would have never responded. Again, like I told you face to face, congrats on everything, man. You seem to be a great person, but I still don't think you ass funny." Luckily, Nick Cannon swoops in because we all need Nick Cannon to help us.
Well, he'll fix it.
He made the save by saying, "Y'all both funnier than me, but both of y'all ugly as poop."
Wow.
Isn't this a great exchange?
This is.
Said, "Yeah, I said it. Now go to sleep on them expensive-ass pillows." That's funny from
That
Nick
is
Cannon.
great. I like that.
Both sides have been silent since. So thank you, Nick, for quelling
Nick
the
from a
fight. That
wowing
was-
out.
Meanwhile,
was
Mrs. Hart
pretty
says, "Honey, you're not as ugly as poop."
As expected, the NFL Players Union has filed a grievance over the league's new national anthem policy, which requires players to stand if they're on the field. Any players who don't stand will be subjected to fines and possible team penalties. The union claims the policy violates the collective bargaining agreement and infringes on players' rights. Grievances like these could take months to resolve, so this issue isn't going away. If I never heard another word about this controversy, I would be a happy man. I would like it just to go away.
As this stuff continues to be in the forefront of the football landscape, are you soured at all on the NFL? Are you less eager to watch a game?
Probably not. I think
Okay.
that what the NFL has going for it is the sport itself.
Yep.
Yeah, the sport itself is. All the extraneous. I hate both sides of this issue because I think it's so divisive. It's a typical dividing issue for this country, and I wish more than anything that these idiot NFL owners hadn't played it this way.
Yeah.
I think it's really,
They
really
made their
horrible.
bed.
It's really they made their bed, and I'm with the players all the way. But I hate the issue in general.
The thing that
can't
my
stand hearing about it.
takeaway is when you look at Robert Kraft, he's as ugly as poop.
Is ugly as poop. By the way, if you remember my little discussion about a racial slur that I endured at my
Yes.
at the place where I play golf,
Yes.
that was a result of this discussion. That's where that came from.
Honky?
So that's a honky. Thank you, honky. Engineers in France have invented
Thank
a
you,
new
George
type of glasses.
Jefferson.
These glasses will cure you if you're car sick. The only trade-off is you'll have to be sitting in traffic looking like a futuristic dork. A French company came up with them. They're called Citroën glasses. The frames don't have lenses. Instead, there's just a blue liquid sloshing around in the lower half of the ribs. They are uglier than poop. And it mimics what's happening with the fluid in your inner ear, which plays a big part in your sense of balance. Motion sickness happens when blah, blah, blah. Instead of just one frame in front of each eye, there's also a frame on each side to catch your peripheral vision. And they're big and circular, Where's Waldo style. And they slosh around, and apparently it cures your car sickness.
I'm beginning to think they would also be helpful for smuggling booze into a fireworks display.
Yeah, just put a straw in it.
That's right.
That's all you have to do. According to a new study, the uglier a guy is, the more he's expected to spend on an engagement ring. Well, I could have done that study. In other words, if you're super handsome, you can buy a tiny diamond. If you're a goblin, you need a diamond the size of a golf ball.
Mr. and Mrs. Goblin.
There you go. But maybe guys don't mind, because the study also found that the more attractive a guy found his girlfriend, the more he was willing to spend on the ring. Once again, a study? You don't need a study for this.
No, this is pretty common sense stuff.
Yeah, so you know that. And, I don't know who would buy a big engagement ring. What an idiot.
Or 3.
Well, yeah. Add them up. Forget about it.
It's the Hope Diamond.
Jesus.
Got the first, inherited the first one from my grandmother.
Hey,
Moving
me
right
too.
On, now, a little
Assets are assets.
Yeah,
Mike.
me too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, never got it back. So now we know
that
that
sucks.
Here's a little something.
Okay.
We know that Sacha Baron Cohen has a new series coming out on the series called Who is America? And he's gone back to his old gig of duping celebrities by interviewing them as phony characters. Yesterday, I'm running to the theater.
This is great.
I can't wait.
Yesterday, Sarah Palin revealed that he got her by pretending to be a wounded vet. I know it's politically incorrect. I'm sorry.
God.
She called Cohen's humor, quote, evil, exploitive, and sick, and challenged both him and Showtime to donate proceeds from the show to veterans. I'm for that.
That's
fine,
okay.
too. I think that's great. She added, quote, mock politicians and innocent public personalities all you want, if that lets you sleep at night. But how dare you mock those who have fought and served our country? Don't think he was doing that, Sarah. Truly sick. And I just have to say, when's the first episode? I'm sorry. And I support veterans as much as anybody. I raise money for them. I will tell you, that's his shtick. And I don't think he was mocking the veterans, and I'm sure he wasn't. He was mocking you, Sarah. That's what he was doing. We'll take a break and come back with the audio vault and Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hello, ladies. Does your man look like me?
Hello, Andrea.
No. Does he sound like me? No. Could he be like me? Yes. If he started listening to TMOS every day and bought the bonus show where he can listen to unlimited content about my travels, loves, dietary restrictions, and murderous plots against me involving chocolate cake.
That's right. And I have to blow it up because it is all about the bonus packages, Andrea. It's the worst time of year. They spotted you crying at the amusement park. Your spiteful family is choosing to ignore you this summer. Your wife won't touch your laundry, and you can't seem to stay on the bar stool. What will you do? What will you do? Well, you jug-eared vagrant. How about the TMOS bonus show? The bonus show is an extra hour of TMOS comedy so powerful it can turn a scummy bear into a Laffy Taffy. Look at how pleased he is.
I hate scummy bears.
Oh, I'm turning Japanese. Yes, I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. La la la. Just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com. Click the bonus banner, and it makes a great gift. Spread some cheer, bonus show style. Get happy by giving back. You'll get access to all our bonus content helping TMOS. Please quit sucking, and we thank you. Open up that gate, and it's time for the Audio Vault. Rob Spiewak.
Kids. What's the matter with kids today?
Yada-da-da-da-da.
In Ohio, I think he was in his early 20s. I think he was 22, 24, something like that. A kid jumps on a train because it's fun. You jump on a moving train. It's fun, right?
Kind of like they've done in movies.
Yeah, like a hobo would do. Again, there's that word again. But he jumps on and realizes he can't get in the train because the boxcar is locked, so he's hanging on the side of the train.
Okay.
The train builds up speed.
Oh, dear.
He realizes that the train is going about 60, 75 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
And he can't jump off. He stays on the train for 60 miles and then calls 911.
I'm on a train.
You're on a train.
Yeah, and it's going really fast, and I don't know where it's going.
What are you doing on the train?
Well, I really don't know. It's better than walking and getting the out of it.
It's better than walking, but it scares the S out of
so
me.
he's just hanging on.
Well, with one hand because he's on his cell phone too.
Oh my God.
He's
Hopefully he didn't
fine.
die.
He's
Okay,
fine.
good. That is
but when he was
terrifying,
arrested,
though.
he told the cops he doesn't want to ever do that again. So lesson well learned.
Sounds like a bright kid.
I think he's a good one. Okay, so I was surprised it took this long. Tom Petty is putting out a box set, or Tom Petty's estate is putting out a box set, and there's a record on it it's full of unreleased stuff. This is from 1982. Keep in mind, this is what? This is 36.
This is unreleased from
Unreleased,
82?
yeah, and it's like, so this is 36 years ago, and it's a great song. It's called Keep a Little Soul.
It's amazing when
Isn't
these
it?
artists release something that hasn't been out there, and you never know. It could be a brand new hit. You
Yeah.
never know the way that goes
I'll
down.
say this, one of my favorite things about Tom Petty is when he donated his song to the very special Christmas album. Most artists that donate songs to charity albums, there's a deal where you can have like all the profits for like 2 years, or we're going to split it. They make an arrangement. It's a donation, but there's an arrangement. When he wrote one of my favorite Christmas songs, he donated it to Very Special Christmas, and they said, "What's your arrangement?" He says, "Oh no, it's yours. Just take it.
Wow.
You can have it."
It's
So
sad when he
good
passed
guy.
away. I wish he
Good
was
guy.
still alive.
Great musician. Another great guy is Dr. Conrad Murray. Do you remember him?
That's Michael Jackson's doctor.
The man
right?
who killed Michael Jackson. Right.
Okay, you put it that way. That's fine.
Well, I have to, because that's why this next piece of tape is so extraordinary. He takes time to come out of almost hiding, because he hasn't been anywhere since, the propofol killed Michael Jackson, to say he's glad that Michael Jackson's father is dead.
Wow.
How screwed up is this?
Joe Jackson was one of the worst fathers to his children in history. The cruelty expressed by Michael that he experienced at the hand of his father, the fact that he was chemically castrated to maintain his high-pitched voice, is beyond words. I knew and cared for Michael very well.
Sure.
And he told me of the many sufferings at the hands of his father that he encountered.
Yeah,
It is
man.
said
Got
that
to
only the good die young. I hope Joe Jackson finds redemption in hell.
He hopes he finds redemption in hell.
Is
How
Conrad
blind must
Murray
he be?
Is he in the joint?
He's free
Is
by
he-
now.
I think he's free now. I
Yeah.
do believe, yeah.
He got out like about a year ago.
boy, the Michael Mara show with the many sufferings.
Now, what do you think? Do you think he likes that Spotify station?
Oh, yeah, the laid-back beach music. Oh, put that on to cure your sufferings, son.
Let's go to sleep forever, man.
So, it's so sleepy on the beach, man. I've been here for
Propofol,
4
man.
months, man.
Yeah, man.
The bugs, they be eating my toes, man. So, there's this video on YouTube. A hippie, and he's long hair, dirty looking hippie type guy.
What are you, a Nixon supporter from 1968?
I'm just trying to
What's
paint a
going on?
picture. We
That
all
long hair hippie, those lousy hippies.
Love it or leave it.
Although I like the sandals. He's getting a car ticket. He's getting a ticket on his car, and he
Okay.
handles it in a way that I don't think I would. He just tries to find out the name of the cop.
What's your name? 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 What's your name?
38 times he says it.
Sounds like he's suffering.
What's your name?
Oh my God.
What's your name? What's your name?
The cop never revealed his name, but I do think it's a good opportunity to play another classic rock record. Here it is, yes, I'm sorry.
What's your name? 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 Little girl, what's your name?
Man, oh man. Some people can't handle adversity. It's difficult.
Turn that off. That was a long way to go for that, but I'm glad you came along for the ride. Let's say you're going to see some minor league baseball. Is there any better team, Mike, than the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp?
Oh, they're fantastic. They're great, man. They got their tails whipped the other day.
Here's the announcer from a game this week who a foul ball caught him right by the computer.
Righty on lefty. First pitch by Duval. Swing, and that's foul straight back and off my computer. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dear.
That just happened. So my computer is completely cracked. I tried to put my hand up and stop the baseball, and it went straight back, and now that one almost came back.
So watch out.
Man.
Maybe you should close that window.
Yeah,
Close the
maybe
window.
Maybe he should just scampy out of there. Boy, after a day like that, I'd sure want a cocktail.
He sounded kind of steamed.
Steam. He was boiling, man.
He really was. Let's close with this. America's Got Talent. I'm not a big fan, but I do like the animal acts.
Okay.
2 words for you. Singing dog.
I'm happy already.
Yeah.
I guarantee I am going to be happy with this tape.
Not just a singing dog named Oscar doing the classics.
Big dog.
Lab. Yellow lab.
You know, is America's Got Talent an NBC product?
I believe it is. Yes.
It is.
Yeah. Well, and then that would account for the audio recording.
Yeah, of course.
Just like The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
By the way, a pretty intense episode of Handmaid's Tale last
Really?
night. Let me play a clip from it.
Okay.
A lot of howling.
There, that's the car driving away.
Did you think that would happen?
Yeah. I spoiler alert. Can I give it?
Please,
I know it's on Hulu. Can I give a spoiler alert?
Yes.
Okay. Turn it down. Turn your radios down
Sure.
if you don't want to hear me wreck it.
Mhm.
I am giving you a spoiler alert for The Handmaid's Tale.
Wreck it, Ralph.
If you haven't watched it yet, turn this down. Okay. My cousin got stabbed in the back.
No.
Figuratively or in real? Like
Got stabbed, pushed down the stairs, kicked. Don't know if she's alive.
Wow. Did she do her own
Blood
stunts?
coming out of her mouth. That's usually a key that on the TV shows.
She is like Jackie Chan and does her own stunts, right?
We'd have to ask her.
Next time for sure. That's your Magic Audio Vault, everybody. Have a great Thursday.
Something about her doing her own stunts.
I don't want to fall down the steps again.
You really should watch the most recent
I will.
episode just for that. You might want to grab that clip.
I think I shall.
Yeah. I guess she's like, hello, dear. And she's like a little religious spiel, and then boom. Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Mike O'Mara Show. If you have a message for our Tuesday mailbag, send it to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Our mailing address, TMOS Box 32101, Washington, D.C. 20007. You're going to get bored hearing me talk about this, but voting is something we need everybody to do.
Yes.
Requires your participation. Please remember to register and vote. It really, really does matter. You can bitch about everything you want, but if you don't get out there and do it, it can make a difference. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara inviting you to join us again for the best part of your day, the Mike O'Mara Show. So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.